Viktor Gyokeres has rejected a move to Manchester United. This is coming out from official sources in Portugal. The same sources that broke the news that Gyokeres was unhappy about his decision at Sporting Lisbon for that gentleman's agreement. That has now been reportedly solved, and Arsenal are in pole position. Is this down to why the news on Benjamin Sesko has gone quiet the last few days? We knew Florian Plettenberg come out in the last few days and said a meeting was supposed to take place this week, but it's all gone very quiet. And all everyone is talking about, Man United fans, Arsenal fans, and transfer journalists, is Viktor Gyokeres. We're going to break it all down in this video. Make sure you go down, smash the granny out of this like button. Your like game is incredibly strong, and it really, really helps the channel out. We're under 600 subscribers away from the big 60K, from the big 57K, sorry. But the road to 60K as well and truly on. If you haven't already, let me know your thoughts on this story. Now, Gyokeres officially rejects Manchester United. This is coming out from CNN Portugal. I believe the same source that broke Gyokeres was unhappy. Then Fabrizio Romano spoken about it. We'll get into that later. But I want to talk about this coming out from the Standard. And it says, I'll bring it up on the screen so you guys can have a read through as well. It says, Gyokeres officially rejects Manchester United as Arsenal prepare a second bid. Now, allegedly and reportedly, a first bid was around £55 million. And he has reportedly, coming out from Portugal, negotiated his exit clause back down to around 65 to 70 million. At one point, it was higher. At one point, it was lower. But it says, a reunion with Sporting head coach Ruben Amorim after Arsenal reportedly made their interest clear. It then goes on to say that's according to Portuguese outlet Record, who report on Saturday morning that United have been made aware of Gyokeres' decision to snub a move to Old Trafford with the players, after talking to the players' agents, with Sporting demanding at least 70 million euros, which isn't even 60 million pounds, to begin negotiations over a fee. Record expressed doubts United could afford to sign Gyokeres ahead of the likes of Arsenal. And Arsenal are now thought to be clear favourites to sign Gyokeres, though the club retain interest in Benjamin Sesko for their vacant striker spot. The Gunners and RB Leipzig have been in talks for some time over a deal before reports of a rejected bid of Gyokeres emerged. A second bid is reportedly incoming from Arsenal. Now, according to sources out in Portugal, the Gyokeres situation with regards to his current deal, or should I say his current release clause at Sporting, has apparently been resolved. Now, Fabrizio Romano on YouTube has said new talks, according to this source here, which covers Arsenal news, he's come out and said that new talks have taken place between Arsenal and Gyokeres. They remain in active talks. Arsenal spoke to Sesko last week, but no agreement yet, and that was on Fabrizio Romano's YouTube channel. There is actively no big reports out there regarding Benjamin Sesko. Everything right now is reportedly Arsenal are in for Gyokeres. Now, as per Record Portugal, Gyokeres camp have told United that the player does not want the move. Arsenal are his dream destination. That's coming out from Sport Witness. So Fabrizio Romano has said that Arsenal are in talks. It's going to be a very, very interesting few days. Arsenal will submit a second bid in the region of 70 million euros to sign Gyokeres, according to CNN Portugal, via Talking Sporting. 63 goals and 12 assists last season, arguably the best striker on the planet right now. Now, with regards to Sesko, it has gone a little bit quiet. There isn't a huge amount of, there isn't a huge amount of news out there. Florian Plettenberg hasn't said anything in the last couple of days. Fabrizio Romano said earlier this morning that he said this on his YouTube channel, that Manchester United keep calling for Viktor Gyokeres. Arsenal remain in active contacts for Gyokeres. So it's literally down to the player now. Both teams, are ready. I believe Arsenal have probably got more, I would say more money aside, because Man United are currently negotiating for Brian Mbeumo. They've already put money on the table and signed Matthias Cunha. So it's going to be a very, very interesting situation. Arsenal have to get this right. If they want Sesko, they have to go in for Sesko. If they want Gyokeres, they have to go in for Gyokeres. They can't keep dilly-dallying about. It's going to. I honestly think, as of right now, I don't know who Arsenal are going to sign. I thought they were going to sign Gyokeres. Then I thought they were going to sign Sesko. Now my feeling is, do they go in for Gyokeres again? CNN Portugal have said via Record Portugal, breaking Arsenal's 55 million euro offer plus 10 million in bonuses for Gyokeres is set to be turned down. Sporting want 80 to 90 million or the 4 release clause. So if you can pick up a Gyokeres for around, I would say 60 million pounds, you have to get it done ASAP. It's going to be a fascinating situation with regards to Gyokeres. With regards to Sesko, like at the moment, Romano said on his YouTube channel that there isn't a huge amount going on. There has been conversations regarding Sesko with his agents, but there isn't really a huge amount of breaking news. Arsenal remain in talks with Gyokeres' representatives. And the Gunners have also spoke to Benjamin Sesko last week, but they haven't reached an agreement yet. And this is coming out from the most credible, the most reliable transfer journalist there is. So, for me, who are they going to sign? Is it Gyokeres? Is it Sesko? I mean, at this moment in time, I think it could be. I mean, I don't know, guys. I keep flip-flopping with my opinion. Is it going to be Sesko? Is it going to be Gyokeres? One of these guys will be at Arsenal. That's definitely for sure. Reports coming out from Sammy Watbell yesterday that Arsenal's #1 transfer target for the number 9 role is Alexander Isak. But I don't think Alexander Isak leaves Newcastle this window. And I don't think he leaves Newcastle anytime soon. They've just won their first major honour in about 50 years. They've got Champions League football. They're building a good squad. They're holding on to Livramento. They've got Bruno there. They've got Tonali there. Gordon, Barnes. They're looking at bringing potentially João Pedro in. They're looking at bringing a centre-back in. Newcastle got aspirations to eventually challenge for a league title. And you're not going to do that if Alexander Isak leaves. So, for me, it is down to Gyokeres or it's down to Sesko. It's going to be very, very interesting. I honestly think, I'm going to say it, I do still think it will be Sesko. But, there's a lot of stuff gone quiet. So, it may break today, tomorrow, Monday. Who knows? But at this moment in time, everything regarding Arsenal is leaning towards Viktor Gyokeres. New contacts have taken place between Arsenal and Gyokeres. That's coming out from Fabrizio Romano. Wow. New talks have taken place with regards to... Wow. I mean, in terms of the winger situation, Nico Williams is getting closer and closer to joining Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, he's apparently been phoning Nico Williams quite a lot. It's going to be a very interesting situation, the left wing position, because if it's not Nico Williams, do they go back in potentially for a Rodrigo? That conversation, we know how much Mikel Arteta wants him. More on Nico Williams. Barcelona got a clear message from the player on being open to joining the club this summer. Bayern are willing to make an effort. He's still on Arsenal's list, but Barca have to take their chance now, and Bilbao also preparing a new contract. So it looks like Williams is off off the radar. Who are they going to sign? Maybe they go back in for Rodrigo. Ollie Watkins is still linked. There's so much to get into. There'll be another video later today. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.